everyone else says.
Yeah. Maybe it's just my headset. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. 6 a.m. on the 29th of January. Happy birthday, Grandpa Vasquez. He would have been 120 some today. Yeah.
All right, happy birthday to the Vasquez generations that have created the amazing Vasquez clan. And
by the way, he had a dozen eggs every day.
He had what?
He ate a dozen eggs every day, and his cholesterol was normal.
And he lived to what age?
He was, I think, 89 when he passed.
You know, I guess the question is, what is a normal cholesterol? Do we know? I mean, I'm not sure what I know is a normal cholesterol.
By the way, his cholesterol was normal when having almost 300 was normal, though.
Right.
Because,
so, you know,
since then, the numbers.
Yeah. All right. We're testing Kiltz's sound. And just to get a sound check from the mighty tribe, what are people saying is Kiltz's sound level? Alia says he's scratchy.
It seems better now.
Better now?
Yeah, sounds
better.
good to me. But
sounds okay.
But then I don't hear well, so.
I don't hear at all.
Dr. Nelson, we got your first question.
Well, actually, you know, my wife is the one who says I don't hear well. She says I don't hear her sometimes.
Sounds good from Christopher Ovard. Let's see. We got some sound checks out there, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. We got all right. Jan. Sound check. We're checked. Checked in below 0 last night. Where's Michael Pregler at in this world? You know, it's
not in Florida.
Well, could be in parts of Florida, right? All
it's
right.
34. I am in Florida, and it's 34 where I am right now.
All right. What are we giving away today? A Kiltz hat, KMT hat, a Kiltz cup, a t-shirt, the KMT Mighty Superman t-shirt. We got everything. The cups and the hats are simple. You don't have to know a size.
That's right. That's why I like that.
One size fits all. Or a KM Kiltz Mighty Tribe, the Kiltz's Carnivore book. Or I gotta get out. I'm gonna get Christ Carnivore out for everyone. I gotta finish it up. It's essentially done, but
and Julianne, answering your question, yes, I will be there.
All right, Bacon Runner says cup. Let's.
She said cup, and I wrote t-shirt.
Well, you know,
Julia wants the cup. All right, we'll do a cup. We'll do a
Kiltz cups. I got a bunch of cups that are sitting in the studio in New York. I've got to open up my studio here in Florida. It's my next work. Get my studio done.
We're bringing your cups to the meetup.
Oh, we are. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to bring them. Somebody's shipping them to me.
Yeah, we'll get them. They're up in New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Remind me, I have the tablet.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And be there. We got Healing Humanity is going to be with us. Or it's all about healing our brothers and sisters. That's what it's about. I wrote a new Kiltz Health Manifesto today, and it's over here, and I might have spilled some coffee on it. And then we got to get all these up on KMT and have a Substack. What is that? You know, it's like a Kiltz writings of the day. Okay. It gets me in trouble most every day.
Planning on the Chicago meetup. Me too. That's awesome. It's in July.
So, Alia, can you go through the list of people who will be there?
Yeah, actually, we have a surprise guest who can only go to Dr. Kiltz's house, but he confirmed yesterday. And I'm gonna I'm going to mess up his
Only
name.
come to the house. I don't
You can
know.
only
Maybe
keep-
I got to get some extra seats here.
You're gonna have to.
Well, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Dr. Pradeep John Madas from Orlando. He's coming.
Jamnada.
Thank you. He's coming with his wife to hang
And-
out with
and
Dr. Kiltz
He's
on
coming on Friday. Okay.
Friday. Yeah.
And Rick's coming. Mitch is coming. The Sellies are coming.
The boss
Right?
said I'm coming. hmm Let's see who else is gonna be there. So who's talking? I will say who's talking. I have a whole list.
Everyone and anyone is talking. We got a
Whoever wants to talk can talk.
list of stories. Scott Everson will be there. I think his friends Emily and Liz will be there. Angela's not going to be able to make it.
Uh-huh.
I may travel out to LA on Sunday, Monday. I got to go look at an office in Irvine.
Okay.
So I may have some travel issues.
Well, if
And
you're
then
going
South-
to LA, at
Go
least
see
you
your
shouldn't
brother.
be delayed by snow in LA.
Got other delays. Delay.
Jenny Middich.
Jenny will be here tomorrow, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing some filming with Jenny. When's
Jenny and
Courtney
Susie.
coming out? Is Courtney
Courtney's coming out March 6th. Courtney's coming March 6th to do some filming. But tomorrow you have Jenny and Susie. You're gonna use some switch stuff in your ice cream. So there you go. And Jenny
All
will
right.
be there all day. And then the following week we got two crazy ketos. Mitch,
Ooh.
Jenny, Diane Ladd, Adam Lacey, Susie, Dr. Anna, Dr. Obadia. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. So we still got some seats available. If you want to come just to the event portion, email me. There is a $50 ticket just for the event portion. I don't have it on the website yet, but I will. And so if you want to go and just not do the dinners, you can still come to the event and learn and hang out.
Yeah,
There you
good.
go.
Good.
Yeah. There you go.
And we're going to be at Meatstock coming up. I'm going to be in South Africa, Australia, England. The Wyoming Roundup is not happening. Is that, do we
It's
know?
not it is
Okay,
not happening, but you will be in Montana. in
I'll be on
July.
Montana July 4th for the SPG. Like,
You're
correct?
all over the place. Yes, that's correct. What year do we start testing cholesterol?
You mean what year? What you mean? Should we start testing, or when did we start testing?
When did we?
Oh, like I don't know that answer, but I know who knows.
I'm gonna ask right now.
Our consultant.
Well, it seems to me, no, I know what we're gonna do. We gotta. Who do we delete here? We gotta delete the stupids, right?
I don't know what that means.
Someone causing trouble.
You know, we're
oh,
here.
yeah,
We're
I-
here for kindness, generosity, faith, positivity, and pay. That's what we're here for. We're here to help inspire brothers and sisters around the globe through faith in God within all of us, fatty meat, fasting, and the flow of life. Go to work, be creative, do something like fun and
Yeah.
exciting, right? Like go
That's
to a
right.
meetup. Cholesterol. Okay, right. 1833.
So-
You know,
But late 19th century, it became diseaseful.
yes.
That's what-
Yes. You know, it's sort of like insulin is pathologic, right? Getting fat somehow is pathologic when it's actually biologic and physiologic. So we made a disease out of the normal function of the human body. Dr.
Yeah.
Nelson, Puerto Rico, we need to do a meetup there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And I think we're going to put a CNY Fertility Center out there.
Oh wow, cool.
Kiltz Health and CNY Fertility.
Love it.
And
I have a building in Atorrey.
ooh,
Can we do the meetup at your building?
And we got to do a meetup in
Needs
Mexico.
to be
Well, you're getting closer and closer to where I live. We could do a meetup in Mexico. People wanted you to do a meetup in Mexico. Dr. Annie and Dr. Jesus want you to do a meetup in Mexico.
My doctor told me I had the highest cholesterol any 28-year-old. And he's still going, right? And what year is Rick's Charger?
he's
78?
42 or 43 into
No,
being
his
carnivore.
car.
Oh, it's a 70s Charger, I think.
I had a 67 Oldsmobile 442 as my favorite car. Actually, my Volkswagen Bug was my favorite car.
Fun.
All fun. Fun.
They don't make them like they used to.
No, they do not, because I could work on it easily. Right now, it's complicated. Sometimes my
You need like 15 computer, more than 15 probably computers to run any car.
and we don't forget your thumbs up, your likes, subscribes, your shares. And look at, we're inviting all ketovores and carnivores into the Kiltz Mighty Tribe. Which, how much do we charge to be a member of the Kiltz Mighty Tribe?
Your email address. Free.
Let me see. Let me calculate here.
Yes.
Nothing.
All right.
Yeah, your email address.
Why? Oh no! Wait, no. Where is that? That was like these things. They keep moving.
There you go. Sorry. Do it.
Here it is. Hold on. There we go. Why can't I stick to carnivore? Dr. Nelson, do you have any advice?
Why can't you? Well, go ahead, Dr. Kiltz.
Well, I was going to say that I stick to carnivore all the time. All right. I had a little bit of ice cream and French fries the other day. Shoot me down. But I always stick to carnivore because really it's the mind is the master, and keep that one going. That's it. But you got to clear out the yik yak in the house.
Yeah.
Right. Don. Oh, I got a couple of people coming. So I'll get you the names. Couple people additional coming.
Okay.
Mike Brady, his wife, and then Vela and his wife, a couple others, and then Matthew Voss and his wife.
All right.
That's
we're getting more chairs and tables.
Yeah. I'm cleaning out the inside of the house and just putting tables in here. That's all.
Great. There you go.
Yep. Coach Angela used to work on Volkswagen, but I used to be able to take the engine down, strip it down, get it cleaned out, and rebuild it and put it back in like 2 days. Amy's in the house. All right. Oh, Rick.
Paul has a question.
All right.
I'm having daily gastrointestinal symptoms that worsen after eating, including difficulty swallowing solids and liquids with pain, a sensation of food sticking in the throat and chest, chronic reflux with regurgitation, cough, throat clearing, hoarseness. Wow, it's a lot. Early fullness, nausea, abdominal burning, pressure. Fatty, fried, acidic, and caffeinated foods reliably trigger symptoms. I often feel heavy or uncomfortable after meals. It keeps going, but I don't know where the second half is.
Sounds like you went through the whole review of systems there, Dr. Kiltz.
Fasting first. Yeah. Fasting first, and be really narrow. I was listening to Michaela Peterson yesterday. I mean, it's really the lion's diet, but I think it's rare to raw fatty meat, salt and water, but it's fasting. And get those things, get yourself checked, because ultimately, just because you're carnivore doesn't mean you're not going to have more serious illnesses. But fasting, I mean, is what fatty, fried. Again, when you say fatty, I don't know what you really mean. because most people don't eat fatty food. But if you're frying, what are you frying? And ultimately, nah. And caffeinated foods are really good for us, right? No. So you're basically sound like you're eating a deadly diet that's causing all your problems, fermentation. And when you fry fatty meat, what happens to the fat in the fryer? It renders and melts away. So I don't know. It sounds to me like you're still eating a deadly diet.
Well, it's not clear from
What it is.
that he is eating carnivore, low carb, or anything like that.
Well, fatty, fried, acidic, and caffeinated foods. Again, when you say fatty, I don't know what that means, but my bet is if you're frying it, you're not frying ribeye. You're and
Oh, he's not carnivore.
yeah, of course. You know, just a deadly diet. Duh. Fatty meat, faith, and fasting. That's it. And rare to raw is best. So Volkswagen Bug gets it again. Rolls Royce kit. Yep, Benny the Bug. Dave. Right on the road. Right on. Let's see. Yeah, all the symptoms are basically standard lifestyle. Is the food pyramid, is any food pyramid actually a healthy diet, Dr. Nelson?
I don't know that we can know for sure what healthy always means, but like I say, I'm living on the upper west side of the current upside down pyramid.
As I was listening to Ken Berry and also to Dr. Berg, you know, it's basically left to right, top to bottom. And if you focus on the top left, you know, you're in the right spot. It's, you know, it's eggs, butter, cream, cheese, and meat, and you'll be fine. Once you venture out of that historical, ancient, evolutionary diet of fatty meat, you're going to wander into antigenic, inflammatory, high sugar, fermentable, and deadly foods, in my opinion. Deadly. And Rick, you know, of course, Rick has an inch in his living room. I did the same thing. I would build all my furniture projects in my living room, and I would repair. You know, I'd take the carburetor, redo that, and all the whole car. I loved rebuilding engines. I was a grease monkey. Yeah. Spring is on its way. And get out and go for a walk. I went on a bike ride the other day. I don't know, it was like 45 degrees out. I was in my full garb with my my gloves in Florida. It was sunny, but my Raynaud showed up. It's way too cold. I'm meant for the sunlight.
Let's see. Oh, Ricky says he's got a bus there, but he's not sure how. Lick it and promise, Rick. Lick it and promise.
We'll get you back there, Rick. We'll get you back there. 100%.
In your 45 degrees, were you sweating in that bike ride or just cold?
No, I wasn't. I was fine.
Okay.
I was fine. I was enjoying the bike ride. I wasn't thinking about those other things, right? Yeah. Got to pack, you know, look at, always be prepared. Be prepared. Have layers, as they say, and enjoy the hot, the cold, the wet, the dry. Yeah, Kiltz is down in Sarasota right now. They kicked me out of Syracuse, although I'll be back on the 9th, I think.
Yes. Favorite cut of beef?
Ribeye. Ribeye. That's my go-to. Wagyu. I love Bighorn Mountain, the Snake River Farms, Joppa, C3 Joppa, C2, C3,
3C
3C Joppa with Jeff. And but there's so many great local farmers, ranchers. I went to Detweiler's yesterday and got some raw milk from his tea. And but you can go to also get it from
Miller's Biofarm.
Miller's Biofarm. And we'll see everyone at the meat stock event, just chit-chatting about life and why a meat-centric, animal-centric, Paleolithic-centric diet is amazing. Right on.
Next question. What are your thoughts? Oopsies.
Oh.
We'll do that one, then we'll get Paul's. What are your thoughts on dry fasting from Sin Johns?
Yeah, dry fast, wet fast. Fasting is really magical, and we're built for days, no food, no water, weeks, no food, potentially months, depending on your hibernation, migration, and the amount of adipose sites you have, because adipose tissue is the most important organ system of the human body. It's crazy. Fat is where it's at. Skinny in a famine is deadly, but fasting is one of the most powerful. Dr. Nelson, what's your longest fast?
22 days.
Kiltz is 15 days.
Paul, so anytime I eat fatty food, even just plain meat, I still have indigestion. I did get checked in low lipase blood levels. If I have pancreatic inefficiency, could carnivore fix it?
I don't know what you mean by fatty food. The term fatty food it's like you're either eating animals or plants. And most animal meat people eat is lean, not fatty, which is fermentable, which causes indigestion.
So if your doctor has told you that you have pancreatic insufficiency or you're not producing enough pancreatic enzymes, he probably has prescribed enzymes for you. So has that worked? Has that helped?
Yeah, but again, the term fatty foods is a misnomer in general. You either eat animal products, or plant products. And most of the animal products people eat are low in fat. And low fat diet is our biggest killer. That's fermentable. That's our biggest problem. Next, Miss Aliyah.
Let's see. We don't have any other questions yet.
Yeah, comments, concerns, ideas. We appreciate everyone stopping in.
Yeah, we love that. Any tips on resolving maxillary salivary duct stone?
It's kind of like kidney stones for some people have been around. Once you have the nidus of a little bit of a particle of calcium oxalate and a chronic long-standing damage. I've had that problem in the past with these ducts, and it's still probably related. What exactly are you consuming? And this is where fasting will help. But yeah, I don't know that answer other than massage and fasting. And
this is
diet.
Karen, and she's certainly carnivore. So I don't know if she's talking about herself or someone else. We had a
we had a line issue. Dr. Kiltz, have you ever worked on your plane engine? Is it a turboprop?
I've never worked on my plane engine because I'm not allowed to. Because in order to do that, you have to be a certified FAA mechanic, because airplanes are highly regulated in who and how they're maintained. And so I have a jet, Citation Mustang jet, which goes in for engine overhauls, inspection in a week, and then a Cirrus SR22 Turbo, the 2016, which also you have to make sure it's maintained by a certified FAA mechanic. Rick, are you a certified FAA mechanic?
All Americana, what are your thoughts on corneal arcus on male in mid-30s with no highly concerning cholesterol numbers?
Cholesterol is meaningless. It's not cholesterol that's the cause of problems. It's sugars, amino acids, and inflammation, and the antigens that come with the plants. And getting, even just living in the environment we live in, there are plenty of plant antigens, but it's thoughts. I mean, this is where that life of, I think, fasting and keto carnivore can be really helpful. But even me at 70 has a little bit of lens cataracts and some other issues, but the vessels and the rest of it looks good. But I think, again, it's cholesterol is not an issue, not the cause of disease, except, Dr. Nelson, is a low cholesterol good for us?
Absolutely not, because you need cholesterol for vitamin D, all the sex hormones, cortisol, for
Aldosterone.
life.
Yeah, right on.
It's so important. Your liver makes cholesterol. Your brain makes cholesterol.
So this idea that my cholesterol causes disease, like, does your insulin cause disease? Is insulin a pathologic substance circulating in your bloodstream? Nope, it's not. Insulin rises when you eat food. When you eat amino acids from protein, simple sugars from glycans, and oh my gosh, even when you eat fat, unless it's rendered, the rendered fat doesn't have amino acids and sugars. It has pure lipids, which is not a normal dietary substance for an animal, right? FL Girl, awesome. We appreciate the likes, subscribes, the shares. Really what this is all about is sharing stories around the globe. Alia. and again, it's give it a second.
I'm not touching it.
That's all right. Right. 72-hour fast. I mean, fasting is lasting. I think it's the foundation of humanity. This idea, I mean, we're overweight significantly, and we don't need the extra weight for hibernation, migration, gestation. And so by fasting, it's the healthiest thing we could do. How often do you fast, Dr. Nelson?
I try once a week on a regular, but I don't always do it because I say I'm going to fast one day, and maybe at the end of the day, if I get hungry, I may eat. So I make it a 24-hour without food, and then I do have a meal. Last night, I had, guess what? A ribeye.
Ribeye. I had ribeye with butter and salt. It was delish. Awesome.
All right.
Don't
so
forget.
Let me see.
Don't forget. Thumbs up, share, like, subscribe. I'm going to go back to this. Just plain meat. I don't know what that is. But again, it's still likely you got to fast more and heal more. And it's fat. Like, really eat the raw. I eat raw fatty meat. I think that's our problem. Cooking meat damages it. Not so great. What do we got here?
When you talk about rare to raw, usually you're talking about red meat specifically, or
Well, it could be fish, but technically no other animal like waits for the fillet to be served to them and then cooked. So the fillet of anything is devoid of the organs, the skin, and much of the adipose tissue. We are fat phobic. Most carnivores are fat phobic. I see a lot of really skinny carnivores, fat phobic. And they're not eating fat. They're eating lean meat, fillet, and then they overcook it, melt away all the fat.
what do you think about this that Chuck is talking about? I think he was talking to Charger Mopar, but a chef told him that duck is red meat.
Well, again, an animal that kills and eats a duck eats the whole duck. All right, maybe they're getting rid of the feathers in general, but they're eating the skin, the organs, and there's a lot of fat in a duck, but it's not marbled. It's not intramuscular fat. And ultimately the fat, the adipose, is the only energy for the mitochondria. If a duck has no fat on it, it's dead. It's not healthy to eat it. Rabbit starvation, protein poisoning. Again, I think this is ultimately our one of our biggest problems. And look at, what's the book, Alia? Podger's Cats. That's it. Read it, you guys. We already hit this one. Go ahead.
Breath work.
Have you tried Wim Hof breath work? I do enjoy it, especially sitting in the morning sun.
Sure. Yeah. Wim Hof is great stuff. Meditation, prayer, breath work. Really good. Cold water, warm water. I think he's a little crazy on like, people walking in the snow with their shorts on and no shirt is not a normal activity for humans. But okay.
Unless you're from Chicago. Larry does that. What are all of your thoughts on negative thinking causing disease? Good question.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what you mean by negative thinking. Every thought you think creates the life you live in a vibrational energy. Read Biology of Belief. Read the Three Magic Words, and read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And ultimately, thinking is really all we have. At the end of the day, what are you thinking? Stinking thinking? Our good friend Ben Azadi, and positive thinking every day. Gratitude. But yeah, highly, highly valuable. Just hit the start and go top to bottom, Aliyah.
Good, we're almost there.
Start.
Friend is afraid of red meat overloading his liver with iron. Just got diagnosed with fatty liver, signs of cirrhosis. He's standard American diet.
Keep eating everything else but the red meat. He's afraid of red meat, and that probably has to do with the development of fatty liver, because fatty liver is not caused by eating fat or cholesterol.
The job of the liver is to make fat out of amino acids and sugars. That's a standard diet of plants, lean meat, 3 to 6 meals a day, insulin's required for the liver to make fat. And so a fatty liver is not pathologic, it's physiologic. But then the damage to the hepatocytes via glycation and goitrogenic foods overwhelm the liver, because the day you're born to the day you die, your gut is never empty of amino acids and simple sugars. And so the damage to the liver is just like from birth to death. And that's our biggest problem. And our friend Lisa, she's always the liver is the problem. And red meat is afraid of red meat, doesn't eat red meat, and the liver is damaged. So is the cause of disease rare fatty red meat, Dr. Nelson?
No.
Yeah. Next,
It is
Alia.
not inflammatory. It's not causing
right
more
down the
cancer.
list,
it's
Alia.
not-
Great.
Are
Good.
you worried about overheating fats in the pan when cooking meat?
Let's see. Mine is rare to raw, black and blue. Most of the fat in my diet is rare fat, raw fat. And so I think overheating the meat, overcooking the meat, damages it, creates advanced glycation end products, and renders the fat away. So I don't worry. I just make sure that I cook my steak black and blue, rare to raw. Women with less than 18% body fat have hormonal issues. Well, I don't know the exact number. It varies for people, but the goitrogenic foods, look up goitrogenic foods. They're a factor that damage your hormone producing organs. And it starts in the brain, the pituitary, the thyroid, the adrenals, the ovaries and testicles for sure. And so really a low fat diet is our biggest problem. Eat fatty meat, eat less frequently, and minimize the plants, in my opinion, and then you'll enhance your reproductive nature and won't have hormonal problems.
Why does the world, including Google, Chat, GTP, everything suggest that carbohydrates are essential?
So eating carbohydrates is not essential. Eating carbohydrates is not essential. There is no proof that there are, using the terminology that he's using, essentials meaning that if you don't eat it, you die, because there are essential fatty acids, there are essential amino acids. If you don't consume them, you eventually die. So there is no carbohydrates that are essential. However, is glucose essential for life? And Dr. Kiltz is the one who has
Well, glucose is essential for life. And every cell of every animal, every cell of every plant, or every microbe contains fats, sugars, proteins. And so I think the term essential is incorrect, because when you eat animal products, eggs, butter, cream, cheese, milk, or you eat meat, it comes with carbohydrates, proteins, and fatty acids. So I think it's just a misnomer to even use it. The question is, are plants required in the human diet? No, but you have to eat something. And the one difference between eating animals and plants is that generally once you've killed and you have the meat available, it's likely less or non-toxic. But when you eat the plants you've killed, they contain a lot of toxins and poisons. And that's one of the problems.
We need to make this sign.
Fatty
I'm
meat,
gonna make
faith,
it.
and fasting.
We're going to
Oh,
make it and sell it. And give
sure
it away at meetups, or give it away in the morning. let's see. Not a question. I found a new book called Don't Believe Everything You Think. Haven't started it yet, but it sounds good.
Well, no. Your brain believes everything you think. Every thought you think is automatically a belief of your brain. That's part of our biggest problem, right? We don't know how to be discerning because it's nearly an impossibility. That's our problem. It's our problem.
If you have upper respiratory cold with lots of coughing, what would your diet be?
Most people, when they're sick, what happens, Dr. Kiltz? Are they hungry, or are they naturally not feeling hungry?
Well, it usually says rest, digest, and fast. And basically it says get in the cave and just rest it out. So all of our ideas of the way we're living are just like wrong. Let's see if I can share.
And if you
this
need
with
to
you
have
guys.
something, the good old chicken broth
Bone
or
broth.
beef broth, it's probably okay. Otherwise, fast, just water.
I've got a question over here on Instagram on my laptop. Have been carnivore for Janie Easton. Have been carnivore for 6 months, low dairy, and my skin is still really dry, especially legs and feet. Is this something that will improve over time?
Well, upper respiratory. Wait. Is this the upper respiratory question?
No, sorry. We were talking about dry skin after 6
Where is-
months of carnivore.
I'm sorry.
It's on Instagram. I can't transfer it over.
What was the question again?
Have been carnivore for 6 months, low dairy, and my skin is really dry on legs and feet. Is that something that will improve over time?
More fat, more fasting. And again, raw fat is healthier than rendered fat. Our problem is rendered fat. And it is not natural nor normal. Heating it up is damaging. There was a comment here a little bit about here's sort of the new Kiltz Health. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if it's a triangle or a pyramid or the trifecta, right? And faith and fasting really are part of the symbols of this lifestyle. Faith in God within all of us, and fasting, and it's fatty meat, organ meats. It's really kind of simple. There's no plants in there, but is there sugar in this diet?
Yes,
there is. So this idea, essential, our body can make glucose, of course, but it's built in every cell you eat. So is our science correct, or is it maybe misaligned?
I would like to hear the answer from the chat. Is the science correct or misaligned? Dr. Kiltz, can you send that to me? I'll
No.
get it on. No? Okay.
Of course I can. Yes.
We got to get that up. I love that. I love that new Kiltz Health triangle.
I think I got it here. I'll send this whole thing to you. This is fun.
Yeah, you're missing that on your triangle.
What's that?
Charger says, "Where's the iguana on the pyramid?"
All right, we'll get it on there. I'll get it. I think this is my other one. Why is this not?
This is funny.
Oh yeah, Rick, please do that. Please send it to us. We need it urgently.
What are the three corners of Rick's health triangle? Iguana, duck, parking lot chicken.
We've given glucose. Well, glucose is really the creator of all life, if you think about it. There's no photosynthesis, and photosynthesis makes glucose. No glucose is no life. It doesn't make fat first. It doesn't make proteins first. It makes glucose. I was trying to share, not that one. I'll get you.
Oh, we still got one question I missed. Here we go. Do you think the normal blood sugar range of 70 to 140 is too broad? Do you believe 140 is a little too high?
Well, it depends. If you just ate a sugar plant laden diet, a meal, your glucose is going to go up. And so it depends when you're measuring it.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been fasting for 3 days, mine is 45 to 65. If you have significant liver damage and your gut is full of fibrous fermenting food that takes days to digest, you're going to have higher glucose levels. Higher glucose levels for longer terms of fasting means liver damage, which is we call insulin resistance, meaning the theory is, well, insulin doesn't do its job. But insulin's job is not to regulate blood sugar. It's to convert digestible amino acids and sugars to fat in the liver, period.
When does the next online coaching school start, please? 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
And we're creating a continuous course, and we're going to
That's what it will be.
Yep. Oh,
That's
okay.
what it will be. There's
and
no more live classes at the
and,
moment.
But there will be live times to bring people together and in a community on a regular basis, because I think that's real important.
For Q&A.
For Q&A, for conversations, for building. And as we build the coaching community, which is really empowering everyone to go out there and share these concepts and ideas, which is really Dr. Nelson and Ali have really been a powerhouse in driving the concepts and ideas.
Dr. Nelson, what's KMT?
Killed meat? No. Kiltz Tribe.
Keto meat triangle.
Kiltz Mighty Tribe.
Kiltz Mighty Tribe.
Everyone's invited.
Everyone's invited to be a member for free around the country, around the world, a global community for every country, every culture, every political, every religious, everyone that either keto and or carnivore, faith and fasting are really our true human evolutionary nature, right?
That question, Alia, from my mic.
Yeah, this one. Do cardiologists avoid coronary?
No, the previous one you put in about the eye. I am sure you've heard about the carnivore doctor, Dr. Lisa Wiedemann. Go over to her channel and watch some stuff. But this is a result of inflammation.
A lean meat diet does. Fatty meat, faith and fasting does not. But as we age, I mean, maybe Rick can help us with this. A 40-year-old Ferrari versus an 80-year-old Ferrari that gets used on a regular basis is going to be damaged due to the nature of life. Solar rays and particles of dust and dirt that is just everywhere. I mean, it's sucked into the engine. So all that stuff is powerful. Voila. We gotta make some
Oh.
changes on this a little bit.
This is
Carnivore
awesome.
fasting. And you know, again, glycogen, this is AI to develop. We got to make some changes because we're always fat metabolizing. We don't use up the glucose and glycogen, by the way, which is just not true. That's one of the problems with someone said ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is just looking at the standard stupid shit. Standard, which is a control mission.
Okay, well, there you go.
Here's the other one. I think. Yeah, here's like.
Ooh.
Optimal nutrient density. Right there. Healthy for humans. What toxins are in these things? Although some people may have problems with oysters, salmon, fish, even eggs, or butter, cream, because ultimately, is an adult animal, is a cow going to allow an adult cow to suck milk out of its teats?
No.
No. Ain't happening.
This is an interesting question. New York Mike. Do all humans have the gut fungus that create autobrewery syndrome?
Absolutely. Because the microbes are everywhere. And that's why a protein, plant, low animal fat diet and 3 to 6 meals a day is highly fermentable. And autobrewery syndrome is very common in all of us. This is our problem.
My chat GTP is definitely carnivore.
Yeah, good. I think we need to develop the Kiltz Carnivore ChatGPT, which talks about the fact that the glycogen is stored for glycosylation, not for glucose to make ATP in any significant fashion anyway.
I think we can set that up. I think there's actually an option to set up an AI based on your books in the Kiltz Method tribe. We'll look at that.
Yeah, I kind of let's work on that and help people. You know, the Kiltz Vasquez Aliyah ChatGPT master.
Nice. What is your opinion on snails escargot?
You know, I mean, I'll eat them with a lot of butter and maybe a little garlic, but ultimately I'll take a ribeye steak, rare to raw, black and blue, with a lot of fat and butter and salt. Magical.
I'm going to do the giveaway. Let's see.
Right on. Right on.
Everyone, you got a few seconds to do hashtag KMT. You're getting somebody, a lucky winner is getting a Kiltz cup. Here we go. Let's see.
Thumbs up, like, subscribe, share in the world. Come visit one of our meetups around the globe. We're coming to your city around the globe. Intentional Kiltz Mighty Tribe is share the magic of faith, fasting, fatty meat, and being creative, energetic, and community contributing. Woo! Kingdom way.
Awesome, Kathy. Please email me, alia@drkiltz.com with your address, and we'll get you a Kiltz cup.
What happens to a lion that's afraid to eat meat, Dr. Nelson?
A lion who's afraid to eat meat is going to be fertilizer pretty soon.
Food or fertilizer for something else, right? Yeah, you know, an animal, a lion that doesn't eat meat becomes meat. And really, we're domesticated humans. Domestication. You feed us, it's like, is drinking 12 beers a day healthy for humanity?
No.
Deadly. Deadly. Sorry.
then
And
we're
have you
doing it-
noticed on a carnivore diet that naturally our appetite is suppressed? Lance, are we doing another Ohio meetup?
No one's reached out to me about that yet.
Well, let's reach out to Ed,
Eddie?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed was talking here in Florida because of the snowstorm. I think he might have left yesterday or Tuesday, but the snowstorm made him stay in Central Florida for a few days.
Oh, wow.
And we're really excited for the Kiltz Mighty Tribe meetup on the 7th in Tampa. And then we're
Yes.
going to have a dinner lineup on the 6th at Kiltz's house in Sarasota. And maybe we could squeeze 100 here. I got to talk to, we'll let me see what I could do.
I'm going to call Mary Ellen today and see how many chairs we can get in there. Plus, I think on your lawn, we could do a couple tables. I think.
Yeah, I could do it on the lawn, or we could even do it in the living room.
In the living room. Yes. We'll have to set that up after your 2 podcasts.
I think
on
we should
Friday.
just have steak and leave out all the other steak and Kiltz's ice cream and leave out all the other yickety yak.
Okay. That's easy. That's great.
I'll pre-make some ice cream.
Awesome. I'll make sure you have this stuff.
And Rick has not had 12 beers in his lifetime. I mean, bread and beer will control you and create your fear. And ultimately, you know, it's we're just domesticated animals. A food pyramid, right? Do we need
a meetup would be great in San Antonio. Create one.
All right, let's try 26, 27. Again, let's everyone here create a Kiltz Mighty Tribe meetup. It starts with one person making an invite, usually to a steak or a Brazilian steakhouse, right, Dr. Nelson?
By the way, low carb next year, low carb Boca is not going to be in Boca. It's going to be low carb San Diego. San Antonio in January.
Oh, okay. So there's the meetup next January in San Antonio, Texas. Beautiful. All right.
We'll create a meetup time, right? And we'll
Miami meetup.
Our new books, our new ideas and creation, and we got to do a Miami meetup, don't we, Dr. Nelson?
Yep.
Cool.
All right,
Thank
everybody.
you,
We'll
everyone,
see
for
you
being
tomorrow.
here. And
At 3 p.m., I have a very, very special guest on the Kiltz Health live stream with Dr. Nelson.
yeah,
Be there, be square.
be there, be
Yes.
square. And tickets are running out fast for KMT, Tampa, and Sarasota. Let's get you here.
Exactly. Great. See y'all later.
All right, everyone.